early by strictly limiting the agent's action space. You put them in sandboxes, you explicitly restrict their access to sensitive data and external systems. You are essentially designing a containment zone for the agent's potential blast radius right on day one.
Moving to Pillar 2, which targets accountability. Even if an agent is entirely autonomous, human responsibility still applies here. The biggest danger is automation bias, that tendency for us humans to just blindly trust the machine and zone out. To combat this, you need a human in the loop. You must institute hard approval checkpoints for any high-stakes or irreversible actions. An agent should never be able to finalize a massive payment or delete a customer record without an actual human reviewing it and hitting approve.
Then we have Pillar 3, which relies heavily on technical execution to build a safety net. You need structural guardrails embedded directly in the code, you need rigorous baseline safety testing before the agent ever goes live. But most importantly, you need continuous logging and monitoring. As agents interact dynamically with real-world environments, they can and will drift from their core instructions. You need technical controls that detect that drift in real time. And finally, Pillar 4. This relies on the people actually working alongside these agents every single day. End users need to know exactly what the agent can and cannot do. But the IMDA framework highlights a really fascinating secondary risk here: the loss of human tradecraft. Organizations have to ensure that while employees use AI to work faster, they don't lose their own foundational skills and the critical thinking abilities needed to actually oversee the agent's output effectively.
Which leads us into our final stretch. Section 5, the final deployment test, also known as the Rule of 3.
Question 1. What is the written success metric, and who actually agreed to it? If you cannot articulate exactly what business value this agent is supposed to deliver, and if no one has formally signed off on that metric, you are just deploying AI for the sake of the hype. Stop right there.
Question 2. What data and tools does the agent actually need to reach, and does it have that access today? This goes straight back to the MDIA's concept of action space. Do not give an agent sweeping access to your entire network. Explicitly define its boundaries. Give it exactly what it needs to hit the success metric and absolutely nothing more.
And finally, question 3. When it fails, because let's be real, it will encounter edge cases. Who notices, who owns the outcome, and how fast can someone roll it back? If there isn't a human name attached to the override switch, the project simply isn't ready. The agents that will survive and thrive over the next few years won't necessarily be the ones running the biggest models. They will be the ones deployed with strict operational discipline. So I'll leave you with this. If an AI agent went totally rogue in your systems right now, who has their finger on the kill switch? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go deploy your next AI project safely.